Hi everyone, this is Ermanno Frassoni, and today we are speaking with Philippe Leloup again because he was also an employee of Larrousse Formula One team from 1992. Welcome back, Philippe.
Welcome, welcome.
At the time, the car maker Venturi became the majority stakeholder of Larrousse in Formula One when you began to work for Larrousse. Personally, I heard so little about Venturi stories. Who was Venturi?
Venturi was a manufacturer of GT cars, you know. They did some GT car. It was in northwest of France, you know. On not so many cars. It was a road car. And they start also to do some endurance. And if I remember, they also engaged some cars in Le Mans, 24 hours, you know. In the championships, BPR at that time. And then they decide to start in Formula One, and they make a collaboration with Gérard Larrousse, you know.
What was your role at Larrousse Formula One team? The same thing you did at AGS or something different?
No, when I'm arriving in Larrousse, I'm arriving like for team manager, you know. It was also not a so big team. So first they were in Paris, close to Paris, and the team arrived in the new workshop in close to Circuit Paul Ricard, at the back of the Circuit Paul Ricard. And as it was close from also for me, because I have a house in the middle between Circuit du Luc, where was AGS on Larrousse the other side, so it's less than 1 hour. And I joined them, and I joined them.
Can you illustrate a typical day of work during a Formula One weekend, for example, when you were at Larrousse?
Yes, it was not so easy because the car was built in England, you know. So we just do the exploitation, you know, on the track. So we manage the car at the workshop, we rebuilt and everything. But everything was designed and done in England by was a collaboration with Robin Herd, who has his own company with some quite good engineers, with Tim Holloway. And then us, we manage the parts on the track. So we have to make was not easy for the logistic side and everything, but everything is just you have to do the job.
What do you remember about Signes in France, the headquarters of Larrousse?
About Signes in France?
Yes.
The place where we was?
Yes.
Signes, it's as I said to you, at the back of the racetrack, you know, Paul Ricard. So it was easy for us for testing and everything. The base was really nice, and but as I said to you, it's not. It was an exploitation team. So me, I came from AGS where we did everything. You know, all the car we built, all the car we managed. So that was a little bit different for me. Yes.
How many people were working at Larrousse in the Formula One years?
I think about 50 or 50 people. But at that, you have to include also the English parts who are coming on the races, you know. And also we have some guys for the gearbox and everything. Who are some English people who are coming only for the races, you know.
What kind of person and manager was Gérard Larrousse, the founder of the team?
Gerard has a so good experience, in motor racing. So he was a driver before. He has this experience of a big company who were Renault Formula One, so when you arrive with all this experience, it was not easy to restart with a small step, but as he has some good contact with some people he had also a good connection with Lamborghini. I think could be Odeto and all these people try to help him in to restart this program. But for me, it was easy to work with Gerard also because he has so good experience in motor racing. Yes.
What can you tell me about the technical stuff of Larrousse? We talked about Robin Erd before.
Yes, so there is Robin Erd on Team Holloway, who are make the design and everything of the car. So in Larrousse side, it was managed. The engineer was Michel Tétu. We were working in Formula One with Renault, but he was also with Alfa Romeo, also in Formula One. So Michel has a really good experience of Formula One. So he managing the team in France and all these exploitation parts. And yes, we had some good guy at that time.
A good team, we can say.
Yes. Good.
The drivers of Larrousse in 1992 were Ucchio Katayama and Bertrand Gachot. What can you tell me about these couple of drivers? It was easy to work with them?
Yes. Ucchio, it was not easy for him because, for the Japanese at that time, it was not easy to arrive in Formula One. But he did a really good job. Ucchio is a really nice guy. Work a lot. He has some quite good sponsor to help him also. But Ucchio had a good career in Formula One because after I remember he went to Tyrrell and everything. But as I say to you, it was not easy for the Japanese to arrive in F1. But he did it, and he did a quite good job. Yes. On Bertrand is we know the story after for Bertrand, but he has some good experience also in F1. For me, nice guy also, nice guy and good driver, almost driver, but the same. It's always difficult to give the quite good car to the people,
I think someone remembers only the story of Jordan arrest in that period. Then Michael Schumacher arrives Jordan. This story, so about Gachot.
Yeah.
But at the Monaco Grand Prix, Gachot finished in 6th place, so he gained the last point available. Do you have some memories about that weekend in Monaco?
Not really for me. No, it's like we were happy for the team, but I don't have really a story about this. I don't. If you didn't say it to me, I didn't remind that.
It was a good result.
Yes, it was a good result. Yes, yes, it was. But for sure, for me, I just missing this. Yes.
What kind of car was the Larrousse in 1992, in your opinion, of course?
92, it was with the with the Lamborghini. Huh?
Yes, I think.
Yeah, with the Lamborghini. Yes, we had some problem, also some issue with the engine, but no, it was easy to work also with Lamborghini because if I remember well, we had Alain Marguet, a French engineer. We were working for them, and we have a good relationship with them. But I don't know why Larrousse decided to change to Ford years after. But it was difficult because after we had so many problems, we broke so many engines with the Ford. So the season was what do you say, catastrophic for us. It was completely crazy season after, yes.
At the end of the year, here comes the mysterious Comstock group from Germany. Who were them? I remember the main character of Comstock was a certain Klaus Waltz, known as Rainer Waldorf. What do you think about this strange transition?
This is a big story. I think is the end of Larrousse too, because we did not know where the money came from, you know. So it was complicated for us. We learned the problem. We were between two Grand Prix, I think, between Japan and Australia. So Gerard sent us a telegram at this time, you know, to inform us, but yes, was complicated for the team, and I don't know where that's coming from, where Gerard get the contact, but he tried to find a solution to save the team, you know, and, but it was not the right way, you know.
Did you have the opportunity to meet Mr. Waltz or Waldorf, this the leader of a Comstock group?
Seeing that, so
if you
period,
if you meet him,
no, Gerard, yes, Gerard Larrousse for sure. I meet him somewhere in Puerto Rico for the Grand Prix, or I'm still in contact with Gerard. It's a nice guy on some rally also, historical rally, because I'm doing some historical rally. But Comstock, no, I don't know what's happened and where he is now.
Yes. Why in yes?
It was strange for the team, you know.
Yes, yeah, of course.
Nice.
Why in 1993 Larrousse decided to build its own car after Lola and Venturi period?
But for me, it's after Lola, because the Venturi was Larrousse on definitive.
Okay.
It was Venturi Larrousse. So it's when he did the deal with Robin Hare, and after it was so the deal was done for 92, 93, 94, but at the end of 92, Venturi stopped, but only the name, you know, of Venturi went off, but the car were the same. The chassis and everything, it was the same.
Yes.
Just changed the name, you know.
In 1993 at Imola, Philippe Leloup finished 5th, and Eric Comas was 6th at Monza circuit. What can you tell me about these two drivers, both French?
Same as the other. Philippe has a different reputation as Dallas. He's crushing a lot of cars, always in his career, you know. But he's a quick driver, a nice guy. And when he was with us, he don't crash so many. So it was no, because he finished 5th, as you say, if I remember. No, okay. But his reputation is a guy who are crashing cars. I remember a story with Mr. Larrousse, because one time he crashed the car in Formula 2, in Formula 2 Martini in Hockenheim. And after the race, he went back with Gerard Larrousse, with Hugues de Chonac. And at the exit of the motorway, he has a car he has a crash with his car. Okay, to crash in the weekend for Hugues de Chonac was a lot.
And even Comas was a talented driver, Eric Comas.
Yes, Eric was a talented driver. He has also a good career after in Japan and everything. But he don't have also the good opportunity, because he went in Ligier not at the best time, you know. the same time as it was a deal with Prost, if I remember well. He replaced Alain Prost, or he changed because Prost didn't win. And then he joined Larrousse. We were not the best team at that moment. No, we don't have enough good opportunity, you know, for
in recent times, he began to race a rally.
Yes, with some nice Alpine and Lancia Stratos, yes.
Yes. 1994 was a difficult year for many reasons. Larrousse used Ford engines and good drivers like Olivier Beretta, Enrico Ma, Dalma, etc. But what was lacking that year, in your opinion?
What was
lacking? What was the problem?
It's always the same. It's a question of budget also, and then the engine broken, because we had so many problems. We destroyed so many engines. So at the end, we replaced some engine with old engine, because to be at the race and everything, but not the best engine to performer. So it was really difficult. It was also the end for Larrousse, because as you know, the money, the budget is always the things in Formula One, you know. And the driver, they did the job, because Beretta for me was a really good driver. I met him again with the Viper, where he did a fantastic job. So it was Comas and Beretta, and at the end we have some drivers. One Japanese, Noda, maybe De Letras drove also the car, but it was problem also engine and everything, and budget.
Many drivers in that season for Larrousse.
Yeah. Alio also drive a little bit that season. Yes, we changed so many drivers.
The main problem were the engines, we can say.
Yeah, Larrousse, since when I was there, it was engine problems always. Yes. I'm sure the car were good, but not enough. The same as usual. We don't do, as you have problem with the engine, you don't do test. After you put the budget in the engine and you don't put for the test and everything, and if you don't test with the driver, it's difficult. Huh?
Yes. Why Larrousse closed its doors at the end of 1994? I remember important sponsors like Tourtel and Cronenberg with the fantastic liveries that year.
Yes, it was really nice. We changed each time, depend the Grand Prix on the authorization, you know, by the government. But it was also the budget problem, you know, because at the end he cannot pay the tires, he cannot pay for engine and everything, so he decided to stop.
What is the real story of the last Larrousse that never raced, the LH95 model?
So this, I think, because he didn't find collaboration with Robin Herd and the engineer there for budget problem. Huh?
And it never happened because
no. They didn't did the car.
And the adventure ended, we can say, in Formula One. But do you have some funny stories about the Larrousse period to tell motorsport fans?
Funny, not especially, which is not funny, but Comstock is it's funny things, you know, but it's not a good memory. There is a collaboration also with Didier Calmel also, if you remember.
Yes.
was not easy also at that time, you know, for Larrousse, because so all this small period were difficult for the team. Something funny story? Not really, no.
But some curious stories about Comstock Group and Calmels. Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Very cool. Now you are working at Oreca, founded by a former team manager of AGS, Hugues de Chonac. How things changed after you joined sports car racing?
It was nice because I joined the team for with the Viper program. So Hugues de Chonac start the program in endurance with the Viper. As I have some experience from logistic and everything, so we decide to work. I decide to work with Oreca. For me, it was a good experience because Le Mans it's always also an important races, one of the biggest races in the world. So we had a good result in that championships, also in Le Mans, as we won 3 or 4 times the GT categories with the Vipers. And then we with Oreca, there's many programs, you know. On me, I was happy to change a little bit, so I did also the WTCC with Seat on Gabriel Tarquini, Van Muller, on all those programs. So for me, it was nice also to do it that. We did some rally program with European championships with Simon Jean-Joseph. Plenty races, plenty championship, interesting like this, with always success, so which is important for us and for the team. And then the endurance program with LMP, the prototype. We had the Dallara, we had the Peugeot, Le Mans. So we are really interesting because always program around Le Mans. And at the end, it was with Toyota, so which is a big manufacturer and also interesting to work in a so big company, you know. So now I'm retired of Oreca, but I'm still doing some job for them. So work for them like freelance, you know, and still working a little bit for Toyota, like the big events like Le Mans, and some tests with them to stay in the team, to stay a little bit and always in contact with the team.
A complete change after Formula One experience.
A complete change, yes. Because you pass to the Formula One, to the, as you say, car with door, you know, which is different. But also there is when I were there is a small passage in Formula 3000 with Oreca, you know, in with the BMW junior team. I don't remember, 97 or 96, something like this. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
But it was it was different as the Formula One. But I'm still interesting. I went a few weeks ago to the French Grand Prix. You know, I meet some friends on. So it's still nice to watch the Grand Prix and to be there. I'm lucky because Liberty Media give me access the paddock pass to go there. So which is nice for me.
So passion is alive, we can say, in other series. Yes. Okay. Philippe, thank you very much, and see you next time.
Okay, no problem. When you want.
Bye.
We have maybe some nice story for the rally or for the.
Yes. Other team. Yes. Bye.